Alrighty, Megan and Tam, I am super excited to chat with you and learn more about your story. And first and foremost, thank you so much for taking the time to do this. We do appreciate you being on the call.
No problem.
Awesome, guys. Well, why don't you give everyone watching a quick introduction and let them know a little bit about yourselves?
Okay. We're recently moved back to Ontario from Calgary. We grew up in the Toronto area. We came back because our daughter got into school here in Ontario. We came back just before Christmas last year.
Nice.
The housing market was kind of out of control, super hot. And so we were fortunate enough to stay with family and bide our time and kind of look and see from January till now to see where the market's gone.
Mhm.
Definitely in our favor.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, so it's always been a goal to come back to Ontario. Housing was a little out of reach for us earlier this year.
Yeah.
Thankfully the market shifted, that brings us to today where we were finally able to find something and eventually meet with Rocky.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we met Rocky by chance just at an open house or viewing of one of his properties here in Guelph.
Mhm.
We went and talked. We were interested in it, and then they canceled the open house. And according to Rocky, I guess they had an offer, and then that fell through. And then kind of led the way to us meeting him that one. I guess it was a Friday afternoon. Yeah, and just talking with him, and he was confident that the house he listed was going to probably sell that weekend, and if we were interested, let him know, put in an offer.
Yeah.
We decided against that property, but we had a nice chat with him and just learning about his business and what he could offer us because we didn't have an agent at the time. We were kind of just looking on our own, still hoping for prices to come down at the time. So what he was offering was very enticing, seemed very professional, and it sounded like somebody we want to work with, especially
The negotiating part.
yeah, with his
Yeah.
negotiating skills and kind of what we lacked to get us over the finish line. We kind of understood what was going on with the market. We just didn't have a realtor working for us
Mhm.
directly. So yeah, we touched base with Rocky. We let it cool for a bit because I think it was towards the end of the summer we had met Rocky and we weren't seriously looking yet.
Yeah.
So by about late September-ish, we decided, let's get a full-time agent and to represent us and stuff.
Yeah,
So
but not any agent.
Yeah.
We had other agents that wanted to sign with us, but we chose Rocky because of what he has to offer us.
Mhm.
He's very knowledgeable. He's honest, and we enjoy working with him. And he got us what we want.
Awesome. And what was Rocky able to accomplish for you guys? Like, tell me a little bit about the process.
okay, so what had happened was I think we had gone in on a couple of properties on our own and made offers,
Yeah.
which were unsuccessful. And at the time, you talk to the listing agent, and it kind of felt like he would help us. But at the end of the day, they're gonna be always loyal to the seller side and have their interests as a priority.
Yep.
So after that, we decided to find an agent, and we remembered what Rocky was offering when we first met him, and the whole package and everything. So I know Rocky and his team was able to offer us a rebate of 0.5% on closing,
Nice.
and he after we firmed up our deal and everything, he was nice enough to offer us the lawyer fees,
Hmm.
which is super helpful. Any dollar helps for us, and just his knowledge of the market and his professionalism. He's able to walk us through, give us ideas.
Yes, that's a great help. Not just purchasing the house, but ideas of if we wanted to change a bit, putting in pot lights, stuff like just stuff like that was really helpful.
Yeah.
A lot of design ideas, a lot of um, it's stuff about the house that we might not particularly know about, some of the ins and outs, and just from his experience in the industry, was super helpful. And I know when we met Rocky, I think we actually put in we had another offer before our final purchase here that did not work out well too. Unsuccessful, unfortunately. I know he worked super hard for us, got them down quite a bit, but at the end of the day, it's still out of the range of what we were willing to pay.
Yeah.
And I know Rocky battled for us and negotiated hard for the whole day. It felt I remember that night, it just felt exhausting.
Yeah.
There's a lot of highs, a lot of ups and downs. When the seller weren't going to budge, we were kind of in the mind frame that, okay, this house isn't going to work out. Rocky moved them down a bit more, got us excited again,
Yeah.
but not enough to the point where we were comfortable paying.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, a lot of ups and downs that day. And I know Rocky worked as hard as he could for us that day. But I think it was all meant to be, and it kind of led us to the house that we ultimately purchased. It was kind of a two house race, and if we couldn't get that one, we were super happy with the one we ended up with, and Rocky did a great job negotiating on this one as well.
Mhm.
So yeah, super happy with the whole experience. Definitely lots of ups, lots of downs. And for us, just in the last couple of months, I think we had about maybe four offers. We finally got the house at the end here, but definitely a lot of emotions for sure.
Yeah, no, and it sounds like it was a lot of ups and downs. And I'm glad you guys finally found the house that you were looking for. But based on all the negotiations and everything, what did Rocky do differently to support you guys and help you feel at ease and really make a difference throughout the transaction?
I'd probably say he communicated with us really well. We were
Mhm.
in constant communication, either through phone or through our text messaging, our group chat, which was nice because I know in the past, or I know on previous offers, we weren't getting that kind of live update. We kind of like once in a few hours we'd hear something, and Rocky was really good with giving us updates,
Mhm.
giving us options, letting us know what could happen and how to prepare for it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it's just his experience really shone through and showed us and gave us the confidence. If we weren't sure about something, we could ask him. If he suggested something that we maybe might not have thought about, he would he would ask us before doing anything, and then
Yeah.
kind of go strong towards the selling agent.
Mhm.
Yeah, so um, everything he did was kind of what we had hoped for in our agent. So we're super happy about that decision,
Yeah.
because I know some of the other agents that we talked to and were hoping to work for us wasn't at the same level as Rocky on experience and some of the incentives and stuff, and just his negotiating was probably a cut above what we had seen from local realtors here.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And let's talk about the home that you guys ended up going with. How did you come to choosing that house specifically, and what was it listed for, and what did you guys end up purchasing for?
Okay, so we had seen that house back in the summer. Yeah, it was originally out of our price range, and when it had dropped in price, that's when it kind of piqued our interest. We kind of went in just with the listing agent, and it was originally listed at 1.1. It had dropped to 1.05,
Yeah.
and it didn't appear on our radar or any of our searches until it dropped to, or no, we went in to see it at 1.05. Yeah, 1.05. We went to see it, and we're like, we can get it for under 1 million. It'd be a pretty good property for us. But this is towards the end of the summer, so we weren't fully invested yet. We kind of just seeing what was on the market. We were
Yeah.
told that there's going to be another influx of inventory come September into October. So we went to see it just to check it out. The agent at the time had mentioned there might be an offer, which turned out to be not true, kind of pressuring us to make an offer that night. We decided against it. We liked it. We liked the potential of the house. It's in the south end here of Guelph, where we were hoping to stay.
Nice.
Yeah, it has a pool, hot tub. For our family, it works. Side entrance to the basement, which is a huge bonus because that's definitely something we were looking for. And when some of these other properties that came on the market in late September, they're listed over a mil, over 1.1 mil. We tried on a few, didn't work out. So we circled back to this property. And when we talked to Rocky and got him to represent us, we had this property and another property on our short list and told them what it was about, the situation with the sellers, what it looked like. Rocky scheduled an appointment right away for us the next day. We went in, looked, and made an offer that same morning. So when it was listed, it dropped to 999. We told Rocky that we weren't willing to go any higher than 950. And I know the negotiations all day was pretty hectic as well. They
Yeah.
didn't want to budge from about 970. Rocky got him down to 960, and we were ready to walk away. And Rocky worked his magic, negotiated the last little bit, and right before the 6 p.m. deadline, he got the offer in for 950, got the sellers to agree. We signed it just before the deadline, and what a huge relief, happiness, yeah, stress was gone. Like, I don't know, just for our little guy, our 10-year-old son, he's just been waiting for any house,
Yeah.
so we take him to some of the open houses, some of the listings, the viewings and stuff.
Yeah.
And he'll go in, he'll pick his room and stuff, and kind of picture where he wants to be and stuff. So a couple of heartbreaks, but this one, he's super happy. And when we gave him the good news that night, he was just super excited, ecstatic, and ready to move and stuff. And he was just asking when we're gonna get in there and stuff. So that was the first part, of course, and then we had conditions. So
Yeah.
we told him we got the house, but it's conditional on this, and we had another week to wait. And every day after school, he'd come home from school and ask, "Well, did we get it? Did we get it? Yeah, is it done?" and stuff. So another week of stress, another week of waiting. Thankfully, everything worked out. Got the good news from Rocky when everything was firmed up and submitted by the deadline. And
Yeah.
that's when we kind of told our both kids that, we finally got a place just in time for Christmas this year. And
Mhm.
ever since, been super happy for us and just excited now. I guess we move on to the next phase of excitement and preparing and getting ready to move in by December 1st. So long journey for sure. Super busy the last, probably say, about month and a half. And thankfully we found some. So it's nice.
But now, yeah, no, now you're over the hump, you're over the stress, and now it's all about getting things ready for the move in.
Yep. Yep.
I love it.
Exactly.
I love it. So yeah, guys, after the closing, I know you touched on some of the benefits that you received in working with Rocky, like the lawyer fees and the 0.5% rebate. How much did that equate to roughly?
Um, I think Rocky mentioned the lawyer fees is about 1,500,
Yeah.
and I think the half percent,
Or something.
I think 4,750, so just under 5 grand.
Nice.
And I know he also offered it instead of in cash. He also offered up a bunch of services, moving, cleaning services,
Yeah.
design ideas. Yeah, so lots of good options. But I think the best for us was just the cash, where we can maybe put it towards furniture or just some other stuff that we can kind of use the cash for. So yeah, he was upfront right from when we first met him, right into the very end, and the lawyer fees was a bonus because we weren't expecting that. That's
Yeah.
just a generous gift from him. Yeah, after everything was firmed up, and all our conditions were met, he kind of sprung that on us, and so we're super grateful for that. So yeah, that's an added bonus as well, just having that one less cost for us.
Yeah, yeah, and you can put it towards, like you said, like furniture or something for
Yep,
your son, right?
exactly.
That's
Yep,
awesome.
exactly.
Awesome, guys. Well, what would you say to anyone that's looking to buy or sell in the GTA, and like what would you tell them about Rocky and your experience?
I'd say nothing but positive. I think he's a great agent, very knowledgeable. I know even though he's based out of Oakville in the GTA for most of his business, all his research and the homework he did for us on the Guelph market here was a huge bonus.
Mhm.
Um, I know he's also um, very experienced. I know him and his wife work as a team, and she's a designer and stuff. So
Yeah,
if anybody is looking to buy for sure, I definitely recommend him. Offers a lot of incentives and also other services that you might not know realtors can provide for you,
yeah.
which is super nice. Yeah. But yeah, no, definitely recommend Rocky for any future purchases. And I know once we get started here on the Ontario real estate housing market, I'm sure down the road when we're looking to purchase something else, I know Rocky will be our first call for sure.
Awesome, guys. Awesome. Megan, did you have anything that you wanted to add to that?
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely recommend Rocky, and maybe in the future, if we purchase another property, I would definitely use him again. He's really knowledgeable. He always answers every questions that I have,
Mhm.
and he's hardworking for sure.
I love it, guys. I love it. Well, I wanted to say, guys, we really thank you for taking the time to do this and really share your experience and tell your story. I know Rocky appreciates it as well. But most importantly, congratulations on the new house. I'm super
Thank
excited
you.
for you guys, and it sounds like it was a long journey, but you got 2 more weeks here, and then you get to start the exciting part of the journey, which is moving into your own house and creating the new memories, and having your son pick out his bedroom and everything, which is amazing. So
Thank you.
yeah, thank you guys from us at RDD Home and Rocky, and we really appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you,
Awesome.
Mason.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you for
Megan.
taking the time to meet with us today. Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
Awesome. Have a good one, guys.
Yep, you
All
too.
the best.
Okay. Okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye.